Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of ABAQUS heat transfer tutorial. In part 1 we saw steady state conduction analysis, and in this video we will see transient conduction analysis. We will solve the same problem which we solved in part 1. The only difference will be we will solve transient heat conduction equation instead of steady state heat conduction equation. Problem geometry is as shown over here. It's a three-dimensional slab, and we will apply a temperature boundary condition on this surface and heat flux boundary condition on this surface. And for all other surfaces, we will assume they are perfectly insulated. Just to briefly explain what is transient heat conduction. So this is the transient heat conduction equation. And in transient analysis, we can see how temperature of body is changing with respect to time. So there is a time term over here. When we apply some boundary condition, the temperature of body will start changing with respect to time, and after certain time it will reach a steady state. So in part 1 we saw a steady state analysis in which we will only get the steady state solution. But in transient case, we will see how steady state is achieved. You can see there are two more parameters we have to define for transient conduction analysis, which is density of material and specific heat of material. Again, we will assume material for our slab to be gold, and thermal conductivity, specific heat and density of gold is shown over here. Value of temperature boundary condition is shown here. Value of flux boundary condition is shown here. And as always, we will stick with SI units. Being a transient conduction analysis, we also have to define total time of simulation, which we will assume as 10 raised to 6 seconds. Let's start with ABAQUS CAE. First, set up your working directory and then start with creating a part. Three-dimensional deformable solid shape, approximate size 20. First I will just draw the shape approximately, and then using this dimension button you can adjust the dimensions. And lastly, to make it symmetric, we have to define distance between these 2 points. Done. Thickness is 0.2 and our part is ready. Next, go to property module, create material. First we have to define conductivity 320. Now for transient analysis, we have to define specific heat, and also we have to define density. Say OK, then create a section, solid homogeneous section, and assign the section to our part. Next, assembly module, create an instance, then step module. Now over here, when you create a step, you have to choose heat transfer step. Click continue, and here you get an option of either steady state or transient. In last video we selected steady state. In this video we will go with transient. Now for transient, we have to define time period over here. 1 second is kind of short, so I will define 10 raised to 6 seconds. And again, it will not go up to 10 raised to 6, because what we will do is go to incrementation, and over here tick on this box, end step when temperature change is less than some specific value. I will define here 0.0001. What this means is once temperature of body stop changing, the analysis will be stopped automatically. So it will not go up to 10 raised to 6 seconds. Once steady state is achieved, the analysis will stop. Also, we have to define maximum allowable temperature change per increment. I will say maybe 100. And actually, to see how temperature is changing with respect to time, I will increase this number of increments and also reduce the maximum increment size maybe to 1000, and initial also I will reduce to maybe 100. Let's reduce minimum value to 0.0001. Also reduce this initial increment size to 1, otherwise sometimes it will not converge. Then let's define boundary conditions. First, temperature boundary condition on this surface. Value is 300. And then flux boundary condition on opposite surface. And over here value is 50,000. Positive 50,000 means heat is going inside the body. If you define negative, that means heat is going out of the body. Let's mesh the part. First, select the part, go to element type, select our part, and over here you have to change this element type to heat transfer. So standard heat transfer elements, seed the part, maybe 0.02, and mesh it. Now ABAQUS by default doesn't save results for each time increment. So for that we have to request a history output. So let's quickly do that first. In order to do that, let's go to assembly and create a set, a geometry set. I will name it as front plane and select this plane. And now go to history output request. Just double click on this, continue. And over here, select set and select front plane set. For frequency, choose n equal to 1, which means after every time increment. And let's see how temperature changes. So go to thermal and nodal temperature and say OK. Now we have history output request as well. Finally, go to job, create a job, transient heat transfer, continue and submit it. Job is completed now, and as you can see over here, it did not go up to 10 raised to 6 seconds, but it stopped around 22,000 seconds, which means after 22,000 seconds, the steady state was achieved. Let's see the results. So you can see this is the flux distribution, and if you want to see the temperature distribution, this is the temperature distribution. Now this is at the end of simulation, so which means steady state is achieved at that time. Now if we compare these results to results achieved from steady state analysis, they should match. So I have this steady state analysis ODB also opened, which we did in last video. In transient analysis, we are achieving temperature of around 410 Kelvin on this phase, and 300 is on this phase, which we prescribed. Let's see what's the result in steady state. You can see in steady state as well, the temperature is around 410 Kelvin on this phase. Let's go back to transient heat conduction. And another thing I want to show you over here is how to see temperature variation with respect to time. You can animate time history using this button. So you will see how temperature is changing in body with respect to time. And also we raised one history output, remember? So to see that, go into this create XY data, select ODB history output, say continue. And over here you can see these are all the results we saved. So what this means is this is how temperature is changing with respect to time for this particular node. We saved that for all the nodes on the front face. So you can just choose any one of it and say plot, and you will see how temperature is changing with respect to time. So initially temperature is 0 and slowly it is reaching up to 410. And you can see the steady state is achieved around 22,000 seconds. And once steady state is achieved, our analysis was terminated.
If you like this video, please show your support by subscribing to this channel, which will give me motivation to create more educational videos like these. you can also go to channel's playlist tab, and here you can see all the videos with similar topics combined together. For example, let's say if you're interested in ANSYS tutorials, you can go to this ANSYS tutorial playlist and see all the videos from this playlist. All the codes and files which I use for these videos are also available for you to directly download from this channel's GitHub profile. The link of this profile is given in the description box below. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.